Alright, welcome back to our video. Today we'll be looking at the Europa League and Conference League predictions. I've done videos last week on the predictions for the Europa League, Conference League, Champions League, as well as my fantasy football. This week I've put it into two videos, so it's separating the Champions League to the Europa League and Conference League. So be sure to go check those ones out if you haven't. But starting off, we'll look at Matchday 1 before I look at what my predictions will be for this week. Right, so in Matchday 1 I ended up getting 45 points with an excellent score for the Union Berlin versus Galois. It's a 1-0. Another excellent for the Beatrice versus MJK, the 2-0. 4 points for the Braga game, for saying Braga will win. I used my 2 times boost on the Arsenal game, which I ended up getting 3 points, but because of the 2 times boost it was 6 points. So I got the 3 points for that outcome, saying Arsenal will win. And I have 4 points for the Monaco game, for saying they will win. Okay, I didn't get many games spot on in this one, only the 2 teams. But I did get a few teams where I got 4 points from them, but there's quite a few where I got 0 as well. Okay, moving on to Matchday 2, let's see what my predictions will actually be for this one. Monaco versus Fairs. I think this should be a Monaco one, I believe. I don't know too much about this team, but I'm going to say it will be Monaco. I will go for a 3-0 for this one. I think Monaco are a good team, I think. Up next we have Trabzonspor versus Krevna. Something, I don't know. Sorry about my pronunciation, but I just don't know how to pronounce a lot of these teams. This one I'm just going to be a complete guess. Yeah, I'm just going to go for 1 each in this one. That seems to be my standard. If I don't know any of the teams, I do that quite a lot. Okay, up next we have Grobak versus Nantes. Let's go for a Nantes one. Let's just go for 1-0. Nope, that's not 1-0. There we go. Okay, Olympiacos versus Freiburg. My pronunciation is slowly getting worse, I'm sorry. Let's just go for a 2 each for this one, and I'll draw. Real Sociedad versus Omonia. I'll go for a Real Sociedad one here. I'm going to go 3-0 for this one. Up next we have Sheriff versus Man United. Man United should beat this team, I believe. Did they play them last year or the year before and lose? Oh, in the Champions League, was that Man United I'm thinking of? Maybe it wasn't, I don't know. But you know what, I'm going to go for a Man United one here, I think. As long as they don't play Harry Maguire, I think they will win the game. You know what, I'll go for 3-0 for this one. Up next we have Feyenoord versus Strum. And this one I will go for a Feyenoord. I don't know how it's alright. Let's just go for a... You know what, I'm going to go out there and go for a 3-1. Will it happen? Probably not, but I'm going to go for it. Up next we have the Midtjylland versus Lazio. I think Lazio should win this game, I believe. I'm going to go for 2-0 for this one. Okay, up next we have the Braga versus Union Berlin. I think this should be a Braga win. I think it'll be a Braga win. I'm going to go for a 2-0 for this one. Next we have Galois versus Malmo. I have no clue. I'm going to go 1 each for this one. Roma versus HJK. This should be a Roma win, I believe. Let's go for 3-0. So Beatrice versus Ludogorets. Yeah, sure, I'll go for that. I think this will be another Beatrice win. This will be a 1-0 for this one though. Rennes versus Fenerbahce. I'm going to go for a Rennes win. Don't really have a reason for it, but I'm just going to go for, I'll go 1-0 for this one. I don't have a reason for any result, to be fair. Dynamo Kiev versus Larnaca. I'll go for Kiev 1. Why not? Let's go for 2-1. Then we have Bodo Glimt versus Search. I will go for another. I'll go for another draw. This one I'll go for nothing each. Arsenal versus PSV. This could be a good game. Arsenal have been on great form. Fortunately lost to Man United in the league. PSV are looking good. And this will be a close game. I'm going to go 3-2 for this one. There we have it. That is going to be my Europa League predictions. I will put a 2x boost on the Monaco game. We're going now over to the Conference League. Okay, Matchday 1 predictions in the Conference League. I ended up getting 35 points. I used my 2x boost on a Nice game, which I only actually got 1 point from the game for getting the away goals correct. It's left me on 2, so that was kind of a bit of a waste, but it's better than nothing. 4 points for the prediction it'd be a draw, even though that was the only thing. Did I get any spot on for this one? I'm seeing a few zeros in this one, that's for sure. Oh, I got an excellent for the nothing each. Getting 8 points here, 3 points for the outcome, 1 point for the home goals, 1 point for away goals, 1 point for the goal difference. Oh, and 2 points for the underdog, so not many people predicted it would be a draw. Or nothing each draw as well. That's 8 points there. And that's the only game I got spot on this time. 4 points for the West Ham game, predicting that it would be 3 points for the outcome, 1 for the home goals. Yep, okay. Okay, on to Matchday 2, let's start predicting these games. So starting off with the Alkmaar versus Vaduz. I'm going to go for an Alkmaar 1. And let's just go for 2-1 for this one. Aplon versus Dnipro. I'll go for 1 each for this one. Okay, for a lot of these teams I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, I'm just going to point to them on the screen. So for this team so for this game I will go for 1 each for this one as well. Up next we have the Basel versus Zalgiris. I'll go for Basel 1 here. I'm going to go 2-0 for this one. Ghent versus Shamrock Rovers. I think this would be a Ghent one. Let's go for 3-0. Next we have this team versus Mode. That doesn't seem right, but sure. I'm going to go for a 2 each draw for this one. Slavia Praha versus Balkani. I'm going to go for a Praha 1. I'm going to go 2-0 for this one. Up next we have CFR versus Sevastopol. You know what, I'm going to go for Sevastopol 1. I'm going to go 2-0 for this one. Next we have the Cologne versus Slovakia. I don't think I said that right. Let's go for a Cologne 1, I think. Yeah, I'll go 2-0 for this one. Partizan versus Nice. I think this would be a Nice 1. I'm going to go for 2-0 for this one. West Ham versus Silkeborg. This should be a West Ham 1, I believe. Let's go 2-0. Okay, FCSB versus Anderlecht. I'm going to go for an Anderlecht. No, FCSB 1. I'll go 1-0. Lech versus Austria Wien. I'm going to go for Lech 1. I'm going to go 1-0. Beersheva versus Villarreal. This should be a Villarreal 1 easily. Let's go 4-0. Istanbul versus Fiorentina. I think this should be a Fiorentina 1 easily done. So I'm going to go 3-0 for this one. And for the last game we have RFS versus Hearts. Do Hearts have... What was the Hearts game? What was the... How did they do? They lost against Istanbul. Okay. Yeah, that was one of the games I genuinely had no clue, even though I know who Hearts are. Export Rangers, they play in the same league as Rangers, but I still had no clue how good they were doing it in Europe. I've never seen them play in Europe. Yeah, I'll say Hearts will win this one. Let's go 1-0 for this one then. Alright, so I have it. That's my predictions for the Conference League. I will go put a 2 times boost on the... What? I'm going to put it on the Ghent game. Yeah, I'll put it on that game. There we go. Okay, there we go. That is going to be it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next week for another video. See ya.